Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Baseball is brought to you by Bank West, Beck Motors, Avera, Todd's Electric, Shane's Pharmacy, Stulkin Peterson, Walti and Jones LLP, Graham Tire, and Kruger Contracting.
That one out to left field. That's down for a base hit. Pierre will take the lead. Grounding third, trying to score is Kaiser. He will slide in safely. A 2-out, 2 RBI single for Zabel in the 7th, and Pierre takes a 4-2 lead.
And by American Family Insurance, Brittany Schaffelbein Agency, Yay Gare, May Adams, Wagner Auto, Comtech, Gales Gas, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Ferdy Electric, Agtegra, and AGE Corporation.
3-2 pitch. Stalley, fly ball to left field. That should be deep enough to win the ball game. Kaiser will tag up from third. The catch is made. The throw coming to the plate. 10 in a row for the Governors. They score 3 in the 7th inning. Stalley with a walk-off sac fly.
Pierre Governor Baseball is also brought to you in part by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, True Green Chemlawn, Nystrom Electric, Fit Rounds, Faith Lutheran Church, Graham Tire, and CHS River Plains.
1-1 pitch. Fly ball to left field. Merkwan going back on it. Still going back. He's up underneath it. And for the first time in history, the Pierre Governors win the Class A State Baseball Championship. A dog pile ensues near first base.
And by Lamb Motors, First Dakota National Bank, Edward Jones Financial, South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping. Now, let's head to the booth with the call of the game with the voice of the Governors, KCCR Sports Director, John Winkler.
And for the Sanford Sports Complex, we welcome you here on this windy and beautiful day here in Sioux Falls, where the sun is shining, and we will all get plenty of sun out here at the Sanford Sports Complex. As you can hear the wind in my microphone already, the Governors and the Jefferson Cavaliers are set and ready to go for the doubleheader between these two teams, as we'll have it for you here on KCCR and also on YouTube at KCCR Sports. If you've got the YouTube pulled up, you can see it already. You can read the top of the screen that there's zero shade here, and the winds are not allowing much of anything to be staying on the tables. Maybe if the wind died down, we can maybe see if we can't get you video, but overall, it's not going to be, there won't be any video to make sure that we can at least bring you the broadcast and we don't damage any of our equipment as well with the winds blowing through here. But it's a beautiful complex, just no shades over the top of the awnings that they have over here yet. So there is nothing to block any of the winds, any of the sun coming through, but the Governors are looking for 2 wins today over the Jefferson Cavaliers and to get themselves to 8-3 on the season before getting to the home opener next Friday. It's going to be great to be at Hyde Stadium. We cannot wait to be in the friendly confines of Hyde Stadium and the great press box and the great facility that Hyde Stadium has. It is one of the very best in the entire state. And we're looking forward to next Friday, but that's not yet. It's next Friday. It's still a doubleheader for the Governors taking on the Jefferson Cavaliers, who split their doubleheader last night. Did Pierre against the Brandon Valley Lynx, winning 2-1 in Game 1, falling in Game number 2, 9-4. Jefferson won last night here 10-0 over West Fargo, or Grand Forks Central, excuse me, and got their win at 10-0 over that team. So it is both teams feeling pretty good coming into this game. This is going to be Game 3 and 4 for the Governors. But overall, Game 4 and 5 of the week, where Jefferson will be playing their 5th and 6th game of the week here. They played Monday, Tuesday, and then played Thursday and Friday before getting set for this doubleheader here today against the Pierre Governors. Cavs and Govs coming up here from the Sanford Sports Complex are on field number 5 for our doubleheader. We'll step aside for 3 minutes, come back with more of the pregame show. We'll give you starting lineups to get you set for this pitching matchup as well. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Comtech, your local technology solutions provider, is now located on the Truck Bypass. With great brands like Bose, Sonos, LG, Samsung, Lenovo, and so much more. Stop in to see their new showroom for everything in stock for your personal or business needs. Comtech provides professional installation and service after the sale. Comtech is your local technology located now on the truck bypass, or visit us on the web at comtechplus.com.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time you bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. IC.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect biggest dreams. With plans that could save to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 16 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
Well, we're getting set for first pitch as Jefferson is out and on the field, and we are getting ready for our ball game between the Cavaliers and the Pierre Governors as we go through the starting lineups. First, we'll go through the Pierre Governors, as again, this is their final road game of their stretch to start the year. There will be their 10th and 11th road game before getting started with their home opener on Friday. George Staley lead things off. He's the center fielder. Jed Zabel bat second. He's the pitcher. Charlie Simpson is DHing and batting third. Nolan Peterson, the catcher, will bat fourth. Matthew Brewer, the first baseman, will bat fifth. Miles Doyle, the second baseman, batting sixth. Sunshine will bat seventh and play left field. Spencer Easlin batting eighth and playing right field. Dawson Getz will be the shortstop and will be batting ninth for the Governors. Carter Shufflebind is in the lineup, but not in the batting order. He will be the third baseman, where Charlie Simpson will DH for him in game number one. For the Jefferson Cavaliers, it will be Caden Kirchner, the center fielder, batting first. Carson Medger, the second baseman, will be the batting second. Braylon Bear, the DH, will bat third. Noah Hollingshead, the third baseman, batting fourth. Tyler Olson, the right fielder, will bat fifth. Brody Jacobson, the shortstop, batting sixth. Easton Riley, the first baseman, batting seventh. It'll be Reed Stubbles, the catcher, batting eighth. Ashton Balter, the left fielder, batting ninth. And Mason Payne is on the mound to get us started as he will deliver the first pitch. And we are underway as Staley will shoot that one out towards right center field. And the center fielder will glide over to make the catch. And one pitch and one out to open up the ball game. And again, there is no video available. The winds are too high. There's no shade to keep the iPads cool. Things will be disastrous if we try and get you video and we're trying to get you the games on YouTube as well. So that's why there is no video available, so you can at least still enjoy the game. First pitch to Jed Zabel is over for strike one as we are just underway here from the Sanford Sports Complex. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Zabel. That one will miss low, and the count is now even at a ball and a strike to the Governor right fielder. Zabel coming in as he hits .250 on the season, as it counts now 2-1. Here to the lefty, who's batting number 2 in the 2 spots here for game number 1. 2-1 pitch. There's a ground ball to the right side. Second baseman will field. His throw to first will be in time, and there's 2 quickly down here in the top of the first inning. An easy play for Medger to fire across to Riley after Kirchner made the first play of our day. And then now we'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Charlie Simpson. And for Charlie Simpson, .250 batting average as well. He's got 3 hits, and he'll swing at the first pitch, fly that out towards center field, and it'll be caught by Kirchner. It's a 1-2-3 inning here for Payne. Not bad for the first inning for the Jefferson Cavaliers. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We head to the bottom of the first with Jefferson coming to the plate with no score. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Jed Zabel is on the mound as we are heading to the bottom of the first inning. The Pierre Governors and the Jefferson Cavaliers coming up from here at the Sanford Sports Complex. 1-2-3 inning for Mason Payne on the mound. Caden Kirchner will lead things off. He's the center fielder. Kason Menninger, the second baseman, will bat second. Braylon Bear, the DH, batting third. Noah Hollingshead, the third baseman, will bat fourth. Tyler Olson, the right fielder, batting fifth. Brody Jacobson, the shortstop, will bat sixth. It'll be Easton Riley, the first baseman, batting seventh. And then it'll be trying to get the right name, Ryder Stubbles, that will bat eighth and play left field as the 1-0 pitch will come in and hit Caden Kirchner. Ashton Balter, the left fielder, will bat ninth. Stubbles is a catcher. And that will be the order for, and Mason Payne not in the batting order, but the order for the Jefferson Cavaliers. So runner on first with nobody out, as it will be the number 2 hitter to the plate in Kason Menninger. First pitch will miss for ball 1. Menninger so far on the season here is hitting .500 for Jefferson with 9 hits. Picked up a double, 3 runs driven in. The 1-0 pitch will find the strike zone. The count's now 1-1. 330 down the lines and left and right, 385 and straightaway center. We'll get you the full details of the in and the outfield for the Governors coming up, as that one will miss high and outside. The count's now 2-1. Nolan Peterson able to look to his right to grab that pitch that was almost getting to the backstop. Runner leads away from first. Lefty delivers from Zabel. That'll be fouled back to the netting. And the count goes now 2-2. Again, the winds gives you the game time temperature. 71 degrees right now, but the winds, they say they're gusting at 13. There's no way that they're gusting at 13 where we're sitting at. Well, that's in Pierre, so that's pretty good in Pierre with only winds gusting at 13. 68 degrees here at game time as it counts full 3-2. Winds are at 15 from the south-southwest to 24 miles an hour gusting. 3-2 pitch will miss for ball 4, and it's runners at first and second. Ball got behind Peterson. He's able to track it down. So Runners at first and second with nobody out. And it will bring up the number 3 hitter in Braylon Bear, the DH. Bear so far on the season, .318, make that a .263 batting average. Of his 5 hits, he's picked up 2 doubles, 8 runs driven in. First pitch, this will be popped foul. That'll get behind us. And the count's 0-1. To Bear. Zabel will appear in for the sign. The runners at first and second and nobody out here in the bottom of the first. The 0-1 pitch. That'll be upstairs, and the count's now 1-1. It is Easlin out left, Stallion center. And the Sun and Shine in right. Make that Easlin in right and Sun and Shine in left. Over at third is Carter Shufflebind. Dawson gets it short. As the 1-1 pitch is over for a strike, and the count's now 1-2 here to Bear. Miles Doyle is at second. Matthew Brewer at first. Nolan Peterson behind the plate as Zabel will deliver the 1-2 pitch. That is outside. The count's now 2-2. That's pitch number 11. Make that number 12 for Zabel. Here in the first inning, trying to work around first 2 guys reaching base without putting the ball in play. A hit batter and a walk issued by Zabel. 2-2. That one's fouled straight back. And the count remains now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind is blowing pretty much straight in right now. Actually, maybe kind of trying to blow out towards left field, but more so blowing across the diamond and more trying maybe kind of blowing in a little bit. 2-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Zabel. A huge strikeout of Bear, and there's now 1 down. As that will bring up number 4 hitter. And that will be the cleanup man in Noah Hollingshead, the third baseman. Hollingshead a .316 batting average coming in. He's picked up a double so far. Runner takes off, throw to third. Shufflebein got the tag. Now he got him out. Both runners trying to move up with a steal. There's still a runner at second. But Peterson guns down the runner at third, trying to get to third base, which was Kirchner, and that will be the second out, and a huge second out. The 1-0 pitch. That'll be at the bottom of the zone, taken for a strike, and the count's now 1-1 to Hollingshead. We've seen a lot of these guys try and run on Peterson, and he's almost averaging throwing out a guy per day. The 1-1. That is skied out towards left field. Sun and Shine underneath it. Battle in the wind. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Here in the bottom of the first inning, so 2 runners reach base with a hit batter and a walk, but there are no runs on no hits. 1 man left on base. 1 complete here at the Sanford Sports Complex in Sioux Falls. No score between Pierre and Jefferson. Back in a minute, you're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
As we welcome you back, top of the second, no score between Pierre and Jefferson, as it will be Nolan Peterson to lead things off after Jed Zabel worked around to hit batter and a walk in that first inning, was able to also get some help from Nolan Peterson, who is stepping to the plates as he picked up a big caught stealing, trying to get Kirchner to third base for his Jefferson, and Peterson was able to gun him down, and a good tag from Shufflebine as well. That one was above his head when the throw came in, and was able to put the tag down to get him out over at third base, which helped get the momentum in the right way, as Peterson will foul the 0-1 pitch to the right side of the first base dugout. The count's now 0-2 here to the Governor catcher. Working from the windup with nobody on and nobody out here in the top of the second. Peterson will foul that one back, and the count now stays at 0-2. It's only the 10th pitch for Mason Payne, who had a relatively easy first inning. 0-2 pitch just missing outside, and the count's now 1-2. Here to Nolan Peterson. Peterson so far 385 batting average. That one's fouled straight back to the netting, and we'll do it again at 3-2 or at 1-2. 385 batting average, does have a double, 4 runs driven in so far in the season. He has scored 6 runs for the Governors and one of the team leaders in batting average, as he'll push that one out towards right center field. Diving for it, and the center fielder Kirchner will come away with a catch. He's been busy out there so far. Diving grab from Kirchner. And there's one down here at the top of the second. And it will bring up the number 5 hitter, as the Governors will look still for their first base runner. Matthew Burr will watch ball 1. Nobody on, 1 out here in the top of the second. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled back, and it's now 1-1 for Matthew Burr so far on the season, hitting .211. Does have a triple of his 4 hits, does have a run driven in as well. That came back on that first game of the season. Here's a ground ball to the right side. Second baseman will field. His throw to first will be in time. And there's 2 quickly down, and it's 5 up and 5 down for Mason Payne. And there's been a Mediger and Kirchner that's been busy so far to start the ball game. So in steps Miles Doyle. His first pitch. He'll take that for strike 1, the outside corner. It is a Balzer out in left, Kirchner in center, and Olson in right. Hollingshead over at third, Jacobson at short, Mediger at second, with Riley at first and Stubbles behind the plates. And it's now 0-2 here to Miles Doyle from Mason Payne, who is looking to get through on maybe 19 pitches through 2 innings. 0-2 pitch. That is high and outside, and the count goes to now 1-2. Payne looking for another complete and a shutout inning here in the second. 1-2 pitch. Doyle swings and misses and strikes out, and that retires the side here at the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Inning and a half gone by. No score between Pierre and Jefferson. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Yag Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag, chemical, and seed retailer. Yag Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yag Air for all your ag, chemical, and seed needs. Kyle, 605-280-8710 or Tony, 605-280-4771.
There's only a split second to decide if the pitch is good or not. With skill, some luck, and a prayer, the bat connects. The ball goes soaring over the fence. The sense of joy and excitement is contagious as we cheer for another Pierre home run. This is Pastor Sam of Faith Lutheran Church. I want to invite you to join us to experience the joy of worshiping God. We thank Him for the home run moments we have in our lives. We hear His comfort and peace when it feels like we've struck out. We're glad to see you at Faith Lutheran Church.
Back here as we continue and get in the bottom of the second. Pierre Governors, Jefferson Cavaliers, no score. Leadoff man and Olson that will step to the plate for the Cavs. And he'll swing at the first pitch, fouled away. And the count's 0-1. Zabel threw 17 pitches in that first inning. As he will deal with Olson to open up this second. 0-1 pitch is upstairs for a ball, and the count's 1-1. It is 5, 6, and 7. Tyler Olson, Brody Jacobson, and Easton Riley, the first three hitters. That'll be on the outside corner and taken for a strike, and the count's now 1-2. Olson, who is hitting .333. All hits have been singles so far. Of his 4 hits, 4 for 12 so far in the season. That one taken on the inside edge for strike 3 on the 2-2 pitch, and the first strikeout for Zabel. And there's one down here in the top of the bottom of the second. Make that his second strikeout for Zabel, and there's one down here in the bottom of the second. So they'll bring up Jacobson. The first pitch will be outside for ball 1. Jacobson, .280 batting average so far in the season. No extra base hits, but does have 3 runs driven in. That'll miss for a ball, and the count's 2-0. 2-0 pitch. That one is out towards left field, coming in, sun and shine, and he will make the catch right at the shoot tops, and there's 2 down. Nice catch out there by the left fielder, Sun and Shine, who, again, a lot of, when you get at this point here for the ball games, that's if you can hit, you're going to play. You're going to find a spot to be in the game. And as that one's fouled away on the first pitch to Jacobson. Excuse me, I got too far ahead of myself. Well, that was Jacobson. Easton Riley now at the plate as he fouls the first pitch away. This will be a ground ball down the third base line. That is foul. The count's now 0-2. 0-2 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Zabel now looking for a quick inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and a strikeout. Third strikeout of the ball game for Zabel. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We head to the top of the third. It is a scoreless tie between Pierre and Jefferson. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Look, it's no secret that owning a vehicle can cause a lot of stress, and they get a lot of wear and tear on them through the extreme seasons we've grown to love. Graham Tire wants you to know that you can trust them with any problem that you have with your vehicle. Their ASE certified mechanics can make your AC cool again, or even just change your oil. They can look into and fix those noises that seem to come from nowhere and have you stressed out. Bring your car to Graham Tire so they can put your mind at ease. Graham Tire, your tire store next door.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder! Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide, slide, slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
It is the top of the third. No score between Pierre and Jefferson on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. The Governors will have 7, 8, and 9. Sun and Shine. Spencer Easley and Dawson Getz. He might reach his base. We get back to the top of the order for George Staley. It's been 6 up and 6 down for Mason Payne so far on the afternoon, as he has got just 1 strikeout, but has only thrown 20 pitches through the first 2 innings. As he will deliver the first pitch to Sun and Shine, and he'll take that on the inside edge for strike 1. Sun and Shine so far in the season does have that home run, .429 batting average. 3 hits so far, and of those 3 hits with that home run, as it counts 1-1, has driven in 4 runs. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's a line shot into left field, but right to the left fielder to make the catch, and there is one down here in the top of the third inning. Olsen out there and make that Balzer out there in left field. That one, the wind maybe carried it just a little bit farther. And Balzer had to take maybe one step in and was able to make the catch. So one down here at the top of the third, and it brings up Spencer Easlin. That pitch will be outside for ball one. Hitting .211 so far on the season. 3 runs driven in. 1 run scored, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Governors as a team, yesterday we talked about how good this Governor team can hit as the count's 2-0 here to Easlin. They really struggle to hit with runners in scoring position as Easlin will sky this one and in the infield, the right side. The shortstop will call for it. And Jacobson will call off Menninger, even though he's on the right side of second base. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 down here in the top of the third, and we'll bring up the number 9 hitter now, and Dawson Getz. The Governors really struggled to hit with runners in scoring position in both games yesterday. Obviously, Rich Leinbach had his 2 RBI double as the first pitch is at the knees for strike 1 to Dawson Getz. But that's something that they have to be better at today, and we're right now going to get guys on base. .222 batting average for Dawson Getz as he'll pop this one up on the right side. Who's going to take charge on this one? Everybody comes in, and it will land the first baseman unable to make the catch, and Riley overran it, and it falls in, and we got our first base runner for the Governors to bring up George Stalley with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. So Getz will reach. Most likely it would be an error charge to the first baseman, Riley. And there is 1 on and 2 away here at the top of the third. First pitch. That is outside for ball 1. The guy that likes to swing early and often in George Stalley, who is 0 for 1 so far in this game, flew out to his counterpart out in center field on the first pitch that he saw. Here's the 1-0. There's a ground ball. Diving third baseman can't make the play. Gets past Hollingshead in his first and second, first hit of the ball game for the Governors. And runners are at first and second with 2 away and a chance to hit with the runners in scoring position. And the guy that is on the mound can help himself out in Jed Zabel. Zabel 0 for 1 so far in the ball game. Batting average with runners in scoring position at .253 right now for the Governors, but overall the last couple games were not so good as the first pitch is taken upstairs at the top of the zone for strike 1. You look at what they did at 133 yesterday in the 2 games against Brandon Valley. Just only hit 133. Dawson Getz and Ridge Leinbach were the only guys to get a base hit with a runner in scoring position yesterday. That'll be on the outside corner for a strike. The count's now 0-2, the chagrin of Zabel. But he's now got to battle up with the fact that it's an 0-2 count. And 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Pitch number 33 upcoming here for Payne. 0-2 pitch. Zabel will take that one outside. They're trying to expand that strike zone a little bit farther out. And it was just a bit too far, and the count's 1-2 now here from Payne to Zabel. 1-2 pitch. That's at the top of the zone, missing high, and the count's now 2-2. Laboring inning, and it continued. It kept going with the error by the first baseman. Base hit from Stalley, and then Zabel will still swing and miss and strike out. And that will retire the side. Second strikeout for Mason Payne. He's got 3 shutout innings, no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. No score between Pierre and Jefferson. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Form function, finesse. The all-new 2024 all-wheel drive Ford Escape is now on sale at Capital City Ford for $32,000 with up to $2,250 in rebates. If you're looking for adaptable interiors ready for your daily adventures, whether it's a trip to the grocery store, to a spontaneous road trip, and everywhere in between, Capital City Ford has you covered. Payments are as low as $385 with Ford Credit Flex Buy program. For more information and details, contact a sales professional at Capital City Ford. Check out their full vehicle lineup at CapitalCityFord.com. Capital City Ford in Pierre.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Back here, bottom of the third inning, Pierre Governors and Jefferson Cavaliers with no score. The American Family Insurance, Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. And it will be Stubbles, Balzer, and Kirchner, 8-9-1 here for the Cavaliers. As we get set for the bottom of the third inning, Ryder Stubbles will lead things off for Jefferson. And for Stubbles, hitting .222 so far in the season. Picked up 2 runs driven in. The lefty will dig in. It's a batting order with a lot of lefties in the lineup. Lefty on lefty matchups favoring Zabel more so than most pitchers would, with the fact that, again, Zabel being a lefty, you don't see as many lefties. 0-1 pitch is upstairs, and the count's now 1-1 here to Stubbles. Pitch number 30 from Jed Zabel is skied on the left side. Dawson gets, broke back, now he comes in. He will backpedal, he will make the catch, and there's one down. Stubbles was halfway up to second base by the time that Getz made the catch. And the leadoff man is retired to start the bottom of the third inning. So now here's Balzer, the number 9 man in the order. And for Balzer, he'll drop a bunt down. Zabel will pick it up in front of the mound. The throw to first will be in time, and 2 quickly down here at the bottom of the third. Going to say he was hitting 200 on the season, but we go back to the top of the order. And it will be Kirchner, who was hit by a pitch in his first trip to the plate. So here Kirchner will wait on the first pitch. Lefty is hit by the pitch again. That's the second time that he will reach base by being hit. And it will allow the inning to continue to the number 2 hitter in the order in Kaysen Mediger, who's coming in hitting 500 on the season with a double and 3 runs driven in for the Cavaliers. We were 3-1 this week. They lost Monday to Harrisburg 14-2, then picked up a win on Tuesday, Thursday, and then yesterday. Picked up 2 10-0 wins back-to-back days on Thursday and Friday, beating Washington, the important of the 2 games that you're going to win 10-0. You beat Washington, a South Dakota opponent, then beat Grand Forks Central last night with a 10-0 win. First 2 pitches miss up high and outside. The count's now 2-0. Here to Mediger, who drew a walk in his first trip to the plate. The only walk issued so far from Zabel, even though he's hit Kirchner twice. This will be popped foul on the right side. That'll get out of play. And the count goes to 2-1. Pitch number 37 upcoming here for Zabel, trying to maybe have a pitcher's duel again between game 1 of yesterday and today. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This will be fouled back to the netting, and we'll do it again here at now at 2-2, and Zabel will strike away from getting out of the inning. And so far, 3 strikeouts for Zabel, looking for his 4th. The runner on first and 2 down here in the bottom of the third. 2-2 pitch. That one's fouled back. We'll do it again at 2-2. Governors will be at home on Friday next week. Home opener against Roosevelt. Finally get to be at Hyde Stadium. 10th game of the year, all 10 games on the road. Obviously, you got another game, a doubleheader, 11 games to start the season, all on the road. And none of them were canceled. None of them were postponed. We've been very fortunate to be playing game 10-11 already this season. Another foul ball by Mediger keeps the count at 2-2. Last year, it took us till about this time to even play our first 2 games of the year. Then went to go play O'Gorman here in Sioux Falls later in that week, and that was all we had for pretty much all of the month of April. That one's fouled away again, and Mediger and Zabel with a good battle. He has fouled off 5 straight pitches. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bats. Still a 2-2 count. Pitch number 41 from Zabel. Upstairs. And the count's now 3-2. And it will be Kirschner get a head start. So Mediger looking to reach base with the base hitter, ball 4, 3-2 pitch. This will be a drive out towards center field, but Stalley will come in on it. He will make the catch, and Zabel's got 3 scoreless innings in the books. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We have played 3 innings. There is no score between Pierre and Jefferson. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
People helping people. Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Top of the 4th, no score between Pierre and Jefferson on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schiffelbein scoreboard. And it will be 3, 4, and 5 for the Governors. Charlie Simpson, Nolan Peterson, Matthew Burr. Anybody reaches base, it'll go then to Miles Doyle. As the Govs got 1 hit so far. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And only 2 men left on base so far for the Governors. As the first pitch, checking his swing is Simpson, does not go, and the count's 1-0. No runs, no hits, and 1 error for the Jefferson Cavaliers. They have stranded 3 runners on base. Make that 2 runners on base with 1 being caught stealing. 1-0 pitch. That'll be over for a strike, and the count's now 1-1. Here to Charlie Simpson. .250 batting average for Simpson. He'll get a base hit. No, he will not get a base hit. It stayed up long enough. Boy, the ball's really carrying out in the left field. That one looked like there was no chance that the left fielder would be within feet of making that catch. A good read on it by Balzer, but to make the catch, even with the way that carried out there to left field, and there's 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. And we'll bring up now the number 4 hitter in Nolan Peterson, cleanup man for the Governors. First pitch will miss for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 so far. After he lined out to the center fielder, making a diving catch in the top of the 2nd. He'll line this one back out to center field. Going over, that one will fall for a base hit. Peterson's now 1 for 2, and the Governors have their 2nd hit. The runner on first now and 1 away here in the top of the 4th, and it brings up Matthew Brewer, the first baseman. Good piece of hitting there from Peterson to get his first hit today, and he's been the most consistent and best hitter for the Governors. So now in their 10th game of the season. Pickoff attempt and back in safely over at first is Peterson. 1 on and nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Matthew Brewer, he is 0 for 1 so far. Everybody but Dawson Getz in the order was retired the first time through. Gets still left as there's a swing and a miss by Brewer, and Peterson, who didn't get the best jump, was able to dive in safely at second, but it was not caught cleanly behind the plate by Stubble. So it is a stolen base for Peterson, and it's a runner in scoring position now here for the Governors. Second runner in scoring position in back-to-back innings. And they right now have it with only one out here in the top of the fourth. That 0-1 pitch is at the knees and for a strike, and the count's now 0-2. And looking for a strikeout is Mason Payne with 2 strikeouts so far in the ballgame. 0-2 pitch, someone line just foul for Matthew Burr. That was right over the third baseman's head, and it hooked foul. Otherwise, it was a 1-0 lead for the Governors here in the fourth inning, but it is still an 0-2 count. Brewer, in his first trip to the plate, he grounded out to the second baseman in Mediger. Payne still with an 0-2 count ahead of Brewer. 0-2 pitch. That one's line foul again. That will hook down the left field line and will be foul. We'll do it again here at 0-2. And a couple other games going on across the Sanford Sports Complex. Not entirely sure who everybody is. I believe Harrisburg, Lincoln's out here. T's playing. And Brewer, that one hit the dirt, hit the turf in front of the plate, but he got a piece of it. He fouled it away. Yeah, I know you say anything close, you got to protect. And probably wasn't close, but if you're going to swing, you got to make sure you get contact on it. And Brewer was able to hang in there, but the 0-2 pitch will be at the knees and taken for strike 3, and that's the first backwards K of the day for Mason Payne. And the third strikeout overall, and there's now 2 down, and it'll be up to Miles Doyle to try and drive in the game's first run. Doyle is 0 for 1 as he struck out swinging. Finish out that top of the second. First pitch is over for strike 1 to Doyle. Doyle hitting .333 coming into today. Does have a double, does have 2 runs driven in. We'll love it, his third RBI now. 0-1 pitch, good breaking ball. Swing and a miss by Doyle, and the count's now 0-2, and Payne a strike away from getting out of this inning. Payne will come set from the stretch. The 0-2 pitch. Doyle was laid on it, but was able to protect. Count remains at 0-2. The chance here for Payne to get out of this inning. The 0-2 pitch from Payne again. Doyle pops it up. That'll be a foul ball. Will stay in play behind home plate, and the catcher will make the catch. Doubles didn't get rid of the mask, but he was able to run all the way back to the fence here, the netting here, and reached up to make the catch and retire the side. No runs on 1 hit in the inning. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the fourth. No score between Pierre and Jefferson. Back in a minute here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Bottom of the fourth inning, first pitch from Zabel will be just outside for ball one. As he delivers that first pitch to Braylon Bear, and then will hit him on the inside leg. The third time that Zabel has hit a man in this ball game, and the leadoff man is on base to kick off the bottom of the fourth inning. So Bear is hit by a pitch. Now it's Hollingshead that will come to the plate. He is 0 for 1 so far. As the first pitch is outside for ball one. Hollingshead flew out to sun and shine in his first at bat. Here's the 1-0. That one is fouled back, and the count is now 1-1. No runs, no hits, and 1 error for Jefferson. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Governors. As we start here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The 1-1 pitch from Zabel. That'll be just outside. The count's now 2-1. That's pitch number 47 for Zabel, so still an okay spot to be at. Obviously, with zeros on the board and not a whole lot of strikeouts to go forward, you're going to have a lot more pitches to work with. This will be popped up on the infield. Dawson gets right on the bag at second. Will take a couple steps back. He'll make the catch. And there's one down here in the bottom of the fourth, as Hollingshead is now 0 for 2. And it will bring up Olson, who is 0 for 1. Everybody in the lineup 0 for 1. The only guy that's not is Kirchner, who's hit by a pitch both times. First pitch will be upstairs for ball one. Here to Hollingshead. Ground ball can get you quickly out of this inning if you're able. There haven't been a whole lot of ground balls hits from either one of these teams. That'll be a line shot. That'll be foul out of play. And the count will go to 1-1. And this is game one of our doubleheader. We've got our second game and final road game before we get to home next week, Friday. That'll be outside. The count's now 2-1. Blake Dean will join for the call for the home opener. Looking forward to having him back with the headset on. There's a swing and a miss. The count's now 2-1 here to Olson. Baseball broadcasts, I mentioned it too. Baseball broadcasts are always better with a Dean on it. Good to have Blake Dean that will join us next Friday with that doubleheader against Roosevelt. 5 o'clock first pitch from Hyde Stadium. Here's your ground ball. You can shuffle by into second for one. Back to first. It is in time for a 5-4-3 double play. And Jet Zabel gets out of the jam. Well, not much of a jam, but gets out of it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 4 completes here at the Sanford Sports Complex. There is no score between Pierre and Jefferson. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Gunner Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Verdict Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Verdict Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Verdict Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Verdict Electric, 224-8684.
Hey, yo, Speedo's Lawn Care.
Hello. Say, my yard's in rough shape. It's got weeds, brown spots, and crabgrass.
Yeah, no problemo. What shade of green you need? We got 31 shades of green over here. Even the latest shade of septic tank grass green. That one just naturally gives off a glow.
Call the professionals at True Green. They know how to get your lawn healthy and keep it healthy. They guarantee it. All technicians are trained and certified.
Call True Green, 224-1916.
It is the top of the fifth. Sun and Shine, Spencer Eastland, Dawson Getz, 7, 8, 9 here for the Governors. On that 5-4-3 double play, Olson grounded to shuffle behind at third, and a strong throw to Doyle, who had the quick turn and had to be quick with it, and was able to fire a strike to first at Brewer to get the 5-4-3 double play, and the hit batter did not come back to haunt Zabel, as both pitchers have gone 4 scoreless so far. 5, top of the fifth inning. And there is no score between these two teams, and only 2 hits combined between the two squads as well. George Staley and Nolan Peterson, the only 2 guys with base hits, as the first pitch is outside for ball 1 to Sun and Shine, who opened up the top of the 3rd inning with a line out to the left fielder in Balzer, who made a nice play, and I mentioned that the ball kind of hanging up as it gets out in the left field as it counts 2-0 here. From Mason Payne to Sun and Shine. That was only pitch number 52 for Payne. So both these starters are in good spots to continue to go farther in this ball game. As there's a ground ball that is just fouled down the third baseline, and the count's now 2-1 here to Sun and Shine. And that helps when you have a combined 1 walk between the two pitchers. 3 guys have been hit by Zabel, but if you do it early in the count, it also saves you some time and saves you pitches. Counts 3-1 to the leadoff man here in the top of the 5th. 3-1 pitch. This will be flown out towards center field, left center field, as Kirchner will glide over and make the catch, and the leadoff man is retired to start the top of the 5th inning, and it will bring up Spencer Easlin. Easlin is 0 for 1. He flew out as well back in the top of the 3rd inning, popped out of the shortstop and Jacobson on the right side of the infield. And he'll wait on the first pitch. Showing bunt, pulls it back and taking it for a strike. And the count's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 to Easlin. That'll be outside for a ball, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. Lincoln Patriots are up 6-0. That is going on behind us, I believe, on field 2, as Easlin will sky this out towards left center field. That's going to get down for extra bases all the way to the wall. Easlin rounds second. He's on his way to 3rd. The throw coming in. Misses the cutoff man, and the sliding in for a 1-out triple is Spencer Easlin. We've got our first man at 3rd base here today, and a couple of chances to try and drive him in. Dawson Getz will get that first chance. Able to get out into left center field, where both Kirchner and Balzer have been excellent out in the outfield, but that one nobody was going to get to. And a huge triple for Easlin. Dawson Getz now a chance with a fly ball, can drive him in, but that first one's not going to get the job done as he fouls that one to play. If he does hit it that high and far in fair territory, that would be deep enough to score Easlin. The count's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Getz. He'll swing and miss. That one bottom fell out of that off speed. And the count's now 0-2. First extra base hit of the day for either side. First man to reach 3rd base from either team today. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That'll be upstairs, and the count's 1-2. Gets it 0 for 1 by reaching on an air. Popped up with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd inning and was able to reach first after the first baseman unable to make the catch. 1-2 pitch will be taken on the inside edge for strike 3, and there's your first second out, and it goes to the top of the order, and it's up to George Staley to drive in Easlin. Staley did get a base hit, got the first hit of the ball game. That extended the inning a little bit farther in the top of the 3rd, as he hit one through the hole on the left side. Does that again, Governors will take a 1-0 lead, but there's 2 outs and a runner on 3rd. First pitch, that'll be at the knees for a strike on the inside corner. And Payne is able to get ahead of the count. Here's the 0-1. That one is missing outside. Staley thought about it, was able to check his swing. And the count is now even at a ball and a strike. Easlin leads away from 3rd, that 1-out triple. 1-1 pitch bouncing in, and a big block there from Stubbles. And the count goes to 2-1. This will be pitch number 66 here from Mason Payne. Still plenty of pitches to work with. And a ground ball on the left side, fielded by the shortstop, and Jacobson bobbles a throw to first, not in time. And the run will come in to score. That's a 1-0 lead for the Pierre Governors on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schoffelbein scoreboard. That's a huge first run. And it brings up Jed Zabel. The speed of Stalley made things much more difficult. And it's going to be an air charge to the shortstop Jacobson to score that first run, unearned run against Payne. First pitch will miss low for ball 1 to Zabel, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Somewhere in the gap, the speed of Stalley, he can score. Here's the 1-0 from Payne. Zabel trying to help himself out. Stalley takes off. Pitch was low. Hit the turf, and Stalley will easily take second base. So a runner now at second and 2 outs and a 2-0 count. Here's the 2-0 now to Zabel. Hard shot down the first base side, but a diving play by the first baseman. And Riley saves a run down the first base line. He easily tags the bag over at first and retires this side. But a run does score on the triple from Spencer Easlin. He was driven in on the 2-out error by Stallion. So 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error and 1 man left on base. 4.5 gone by. 1-0 lead for the Pierre Governors over the Jefferson Cavaliers. Back in a minute, you're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Beck Motor Company, your local Chevrolet dealer in Pierre, would like to thank all our customers for their business. This year, we are celebrating an amazing 55 years in business. We appreciate each and every one of you. Our family-owned and operated Chevrolet dealership is dedicated to providing our customers with top-notch service in every department. We offer a vast inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Chevrolet and Cadillac vehicles. Our staff is committed to helping you find the perfect vehicle that you will love for years to come. Check out our inventory at www.beck-motors.com. Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
Are you or a family member receiving Medicare calls asking if you've received your new Medicare card? This should be a red flag, as Medicare is not sending out new cards, and Medicare will not contact you to ask you about your card. If you have, or someone you know has received this type of call and they gave out their Medicare number, please contact the South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
6, 7, and 8 are due up here for the Jefferson Cavaliers, with the Governors leading 1-0. It'll be Jacobson, Riley, and Stubbles. Anybody reaches base, it'll be to Balzer, as Zabel will deliver the first pitch to kick off the bottom of the 5th inning, and that will miss low for ball 1 on a pitch number 54 of the day for Zabel. 5 score, make that 4 scoreless, trying to get through 5 scoreless, as this will be popped up, shallow center field. The second baseman, Miles Doyle, will get back out there to make the catch. And the leadoff man retired. Didn't get all of it, was Jacobson, but Doyle almost worked for a bleeder to get the first hit of the day for Jefferson, but Doyle was able to snag it. And there's one down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And it will bring up now the number 7 hitter, as the first baseman, Riley, will come to the plate. And he'll pop this first pitch up, left side, Schoffelbein in foul territory. He'll get back, he'll make the catch, and there's 2 down. 3 pitches and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And now the number 8 hitter for Stubbles, the catcher, coming to the plate. Just about to mention that great diving play by the first baseman, Riley, in that top of the 5th inning off of Zabel. It was a 2-0 ball game. If he does not make that play, it's easily 2-0. As the first pitch to Stubbles, he'll foul that one back, and the count's 0-1. As Zabel is looking for a 4-pitch inning, he'll have to at least throw pitch number 5. But he's got 2 down now here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 0-1 pitch. That is over for a strike. The count's now 0-2. Right near the airport, by the way, here in Sioux Falls. So we've seen a couple of planes take off, a couple of planes land and drive around. 0-2 pitch will come in and hit Stubbles, and Zabel will hit his 4th man of the day. And an 0-2 pitch that got away from him. He was closing in on having just a 6-pitch inning. We'll have a courtesy runner for Jefferson. But it will allow the number 9 hitter in Balser to come to the plate. I'm trying to see who it is that is running. Did not catch the number. I just don't think the number is listed on their game changer. The first pitch is missing for ball 1 to Balser, the number 9 man in the order. Duran is the courtesy runner. That one is over for a strike, and the count's now 1-1 here to Balser. He is 0 for 1 so far. Found that one back to the netting, and the count's now 0-2. He tried to bunt his way on back in the bottom of the third. This will be pitch number 10 of the inning for Zabel. The count's now 1-2. He did bunt it back to Zabel. 1-2 pitch, taken for strike 3. It is a 10-pitch inning for Zabel. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We head to the 6th. Pierre Governor is leading 1-0 over the Jefferson Cavaliers. Back in a minute here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
AGE Corporation's Contractors and Crane Service is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Athletics. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work construction and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That's 223-2732. AGE, supporters of local sports.
Ashton Balser will come into pitch now here for the Jefferson Cavaliers. So just 5 innings for Mason Payne, who threw really well. But Balser will come in, and will make some other changes. We'll tell you about that here in just a moment. But Mason Payne went 5 innings, allowing 3 hits, 1 unearned run, no walks, 4 strikeouts, and just 69 pitches. So he would be eligible to come back on Tuesday with, actually we come back available on Wednesday, with Tuesday being his 3rd day of rest. But we'll be able to come back later on here this next week. But Balser will take over on the mound. And we'll see here see if we can get you the full changes of where Jefferson has everybody as we head to the top of the 6th inning. And it will be 3, 4, and 5 for the Governors, with Charlie Simpson to lead things off. So Balser's on the mound. It is Olson out left and Payne is in right. Everybody else will stay the same. So the DH is now gone. Braylon Bear will come out of the game, and Mason Payne will take the spots of Braylon Bear. So that is where he will hit in the batting order when his time comes around. With Balser getting out of that last place, so Payne will bat 3rd in the bottom of the 6th inning with Kirchner, Mediger, and then Payne before we get to the number 4 hitter in Hollingshead. But Charlie Simpson will lead things off, followed by Nolan Peterson and Matthew Brewer. Simpson is 0 for 2, Peterson 1 for 2, and Brewer 0 for 2. So we'll see now here. We'll get you the stats pitching-wise for Balser. He has thrown 3 innings in 2 appearances. This will be his 3rd relief appearance. All of them have been relief appearances. He's giving up 6 hits, 12 runs. Only 7 of those 12 runs have been earned, though. He has 7 walks and... make that, here, hold on just a second. He is giving up, get the wrong look. This will still be his 3rd relief appearance. He's giving up 3 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned, 1 walk and 4 strikeouts, as the count is 1-1 here to Charlie Simpson. His ERA is 4.67, a whip of 1.33. Batting average against it, 250. 1-1 pitch from the right-hander is grounded to the right side. It'll be fielded by the second baseman, Mediger. His throw to first will be in time, and there's one down to kick off the top of the 6th. Leadoff man is gone. So now here's number 4 hitter in Nolan Peterson. One of just 3 guys in the order with hits. One of 3 guys in total of the day with hits. The first pitch from Balzer to Peterson will come in and hit him. And so Peterson will be on with 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Zabel has hit 4 guys, but nobody was hit from Mason Payne, and now we do have a hit batter for the Governors. And we'll get a courtesy runner. Did not catch who was going out there, whether that be maybe Parker O'Brien or can't see exactly who is the courtesy runner. But Matthew Brewer will step to the plate. Pickoff attempts. Well, nearly got away from Riley over at first. It is Parker O'Brien that is the courtesy runner for the Governors over at first for Peterson, the catcher. 1 on and 1 out. First pitch to Matthew Brewer, who's 0 for 2. He'll sky this one. Foul. That will get out of play. And the count is 0-1 here to the Governor first baseman. Be the top of the order for Jefferson, the bottom of the 6th. Trying to break through on Jet Zabel. The Governors are trying to extend their 1-0 lead right now. Here's the 0-1. That'll be taken for a strike, and the count's now 0-2. Here to Matthew Brewer. Ground ball gets you out of this inning quickly with an 0-2 count. Maybe throw something low to try and get Brewer to roll over it. The 0-2. That'll miss low and inside and blocked up by the catcher Stubbles. First, runner on first, 1 out. The 1-2 pitch from Balzer to Brewer. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout. First strikeout of the ball game for Balzer. There's now 1 down, and it will bring up now Miles Doyle. Doyle's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Peterson was hit by a pitch. Now O'Brien running for him, courtesy running for him over at first. First pitch to Doyle, taken for a strike. The bottom of the zone, the count's 0-1. Zabel's throwing 63 pitches through 5 innings. And he'll have probably a leash to go, maybe those 105. That'll be upstairs, just missing. The count's now 1-1. I'd say things even out. That pitch looking a lot better than the first pitch that was thrown, but it is split both ways, and the count is at a ball and a strike. 1-1. Doyle ground ball left side, but that is just fouled. Left to the third base bag, and the count's now 1-2. In a 5-field look here at the Sanford Sports Complex. 4 of the 5 fields being used here this afternoon. A lot of the border battle happening with North Dakota teams playing the South Dakota teams. However, we're obviously one where we get to come out here and play Jefferson today. We were playing Washington, Lincoln yet last week, Brandon Valley yesterday. Chance to get South Dakota games in. That one will come upstairs. The count's now 2-2. Not a bad complex, and just wish we had the shade over the top of the bleachers here. Made things a lot easier. Be able to have the video for you. Maybe control some of the winds as well. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Miles Doyle. Swing and a miss and a strikeout, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, well, 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Still 1-0 for Pierre. Back in a minute, you're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at Agra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Stolken Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our number one priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5028. That's Stolken Peterson LLP, 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
It is the bottom of the sixth inning, top of the order here for the Jefferson Cavaliers. As Kirchner, who has been hit twice, will come to the plate, and that one was closing in on him, almost hitting him a third time. But he will watch ball one. He is 0 for 0 so far today. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And Kirchner will launch that towards right field, but Easlin is underneath it. He'll make the catch, and the leadoff man retired here in the bottom of the sixth. Kirchner slipped coming out of the batter's box as well. But there's one down for the number 2 hitter now in Kason Mediger, who is 0 for 1. He drew a walk so far. The only walk issued by Zabel. First pitch is upstairs for ball one. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Pierre Governors. No runs, no hits, 2 errors for Jefferson. That is over for a strike, and the count is now even on a ball and a strike to Mediger. It'll be Payne that is on deck. He will hit in the place of Bear in the DH spot, and that one just missing the corner. And the count's now 2-1. Pitch number 69 upcoming here for Zabel. 2-1. This will be popped up right side. Miles Doyle calls for it. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 down. And it will bring up now Mason Payne. Should be Mason Payne. It is Mason Payne that will hit for the first time. It is the top of the 7th inning here on YouTube at KCCR Sports. As the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Here's the 0-2 to Sun and Shine, and a ground ball to the left side. The shortstop will come up to field. His throw to first will be in time, and there is one down to kick off the top of the 7th, as we have struggled to keep everything going with no shade. Things have made things really tough to try and get you back with everything. Here's a ground ball again to the shortstop. The field, the throw to first. It's off the line, but a tag applied, and Easlin is gone. And there's 2 down here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the first pitch now to number 9, the number 9 hitter Dawson Getz. With nobody on and 2 outs, Getz will wait on the 1-0 pitch. Comes inside, does not hit him, and there's now a 2-0 count. He was able to back out of the way. 2-0 counts with nobody on and 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 4, 5, and 6 will be due up for Jefferson in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-0. That'll be taken for a strike, and the count's now 2-1. Here to Dawson Getz. The 2-1 pitch from Balzer. That'll miss low, and the count's now 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 now. And a ground with a line shot that is foul. And the count goes to now 3-2. Looking to try and get everything back up and going here. Up on KCCR, as that one is fouled away, and the count's now 3-2. You are still here with us on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Here is the now 3-2 pitch again. That'll miss for ball 4, and it'll be a 2-out walk issued to Dawson Getz. And it will extend the inning down to George Stalley. So the runner on first and 2 down here in the top of the 7th inning. The Governors are trying to extend the lead after a 2-out walk issued by Balzer. Leading away from first is Getz. It was a long conversation as the catcher went out to have a conversation. Stubbles went out to talk with Balzer. Here's the first pitch to Stalley. Runner takes off. That'll miss for a ball. The throw to second will skip in, and sliding in safely is Getz, so he is in scoring position. It did not miss for a ball. It was called a strike, and the count's 0-1. Here to the leadoff man in the batting order. Here's the 0-1 now to Stalley. Instead of check over at second, and there was no throw. And again, the catcher will go out and have a conversation with his pitcher in Balzer. Runner on second with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Count is 0-1. Here to George Stalley. He's looking for his second hit and then drive in the game's second run. There's a ground ball to the left side. Shortstop will field again. His throw to first. He's made all 3 outs and 3 ground ball outs, so that will take us to the bottom of the 7th. We will step aside for a minute. Unfortunately, no commercials will air on YouTube, but we'll step aside for a minute on KCCR. Come back with the bottom of the 7th. The Governors trying to close it out. It's a 1-0 lead over Jefferson. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. It is 4, 5, and 6, and the Pierre Governors are trying to close out this ball game, and Jed Zabel is looking to pick up the win on the mound. As we welcome you back here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports, we'll try and get everything back up and going. Maybe Game 2 will be when everything gets back to the way it needs to be. But it is a 1-0 lead for the Governors. They won 2-1 yesterday. First pitch swinging and a ground ball that is foul by the cleanup man in the batting order for the Jefferson Cavaliers in Hollingshead. He is 0 for 2. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Governors. No runs, no hits, 2 errors for the Jefferson Cavaliers. Zabel, that was pitch number 73. This will be pitch number 74. That's upstairs, and the count's now 2-1. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. He has hit 4 men, but he is trying to get the complete game. As he'll sky the first batter out to center field. George Stalley is there. There's 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. And again, Zabel trying to close this out. Trying to avoid talking about anything. We're not saying, we're just saying. 2 outs away from a complete game here for Zabel. As the first pitch will be taken for strike 1 to Olson. Everybody's 0 for in the lineup for Jefferson. There's a foul ball, and the count's 0-2. It's all 0 for right now for every one of these guys in the batting order for Jefferson. 0-2 pitch. This will be popped up center field. George Stalley will come in. There's 2 down here at the bottom of the 7th. And Zabel is 1 out away from being only the second time. Well, it will be the second time in Pierre Governor baseball in the last 2 years. Lincoln Keenels made the feats last year. First pitch over for strike 1. And the last man is Jacobson, or at least the last chance right now for Jefferson is Jacobson. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a line shot, center field. Stalley coming in, and it's going to be a base hit. 6 2/3 innings for Jed Zabel, 1 batter away from a no-hitter. And he gives up a hit to Jacobson. 1 pitch away for Jed Zabel, and Jacobson will get the lone hit right now for Jefferson, extend the ball game, and the first hit given up by Zabel here today. So Riley now will come to the plate. First pitch is over for a strike. He saved a run earlier in game number 1 as Zabel was about to make it a 2-0 lead. He ends up saving that run as he now got a chance to try and extend the ball game. 0-1 pitch, just missing outside. The count's now 1-1. This will be pitch number 83 for Jed Zabel. And again, he has a chance to go for 105 pitches before he has to come out of the ball game with no games until next Friday. He'll be available to come back. That one's ripped down the third base line. That is foul. The count's now 1-2. And the Governors are a strike away from getting out of this jam and into the win column in game number 1. 1-2 counts. Zabel trying to end the ball game. 1-2 pitch. Just outside. And the count is now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He had turned around expecting to celebrate with the team after the win. But he's got to throw at least another one here. Zabel comes from the stretch. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Zabel and a 1-0 complete game shutout. A 1-hitter for Zabel. No runs, 1 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. A 1-0 1-hitter for Jed Zabel, and the Governors pick up game number 1. Usually take the break and get into our post-game show, but with the problems here in Sioux Falls right now, we're going to keep it right here, and we'll tell you all about it before we get into the break and into the weekend news that will be coming up here in just a little bit. But the Governors win the first game. I mean, it was about an hour and 15 minutes of a ball game, maybe hour and 17 minutes overall, but they pick up a 1-0 win. George Stalley There was no RBIs given for the Governors. Their one run scored unearned on the error that was charged in that top of the fifth inning to score the run with 2 outs. As that came off of the George Stalling ground ball. He had a hit in the ball game, and the error that allowed the run to score was the only difference, the only thing in this ball game. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Governors. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors for Jefferson. And Zabel was 1 strike away from a no-hitter, and he almost had that no-hitter, but a 1-hit complete game shutout for Zabel gives the Governors the win, as they are now 7-3 on the season and will go for a sweep of Jefferson coming up here in just a little bit. So we will step aside. We'll end the live video on YouTube. We'll come back with Game 2 coming up here in just a little while. But the Governors do win Game number 1 behind a complete game shutout to 1 hitter from Jet Zabel. We'll send things back to the station. We'll hear from the weekend news from News Director Zach Nelson here in just a moment. You're listening to Pierre Governor Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KC.